Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'm here to conduct a general energy reading for the collective, so you are advised from the get-go to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So I'm kind of like a bit curious to find out what the rest of this month looks like, seeing as we are like more or less in the middle of the month of May. I don't know, just felt a little bit of a curiosity towards what's in store, what's the strongest possible timeline for the month of May. Now, obviously, things change, as we all know. So this isn't really about whatever comes up in the reading is going to definitely happen, because things can change at the last minute. Also, the amount of people, consciousness, mass consciousness can change things too. But as it is, let's just kind of have a look and see what's going on. And if there is anything that you think really, then now will be the opportunity, the good time to kind of change it all. So again, use your discernment, stay grounded, stay in your sovereignty, and let's just see what unfolds with these cards. All right. So, first card up we have got is the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Discs in the reverse. There's something about an ungrounded kind of energy. Nine of Discs in the reverse. And we've got the High Priestess in the reverse. Let's continue. Star card in the upright position. Interesting. We've got the Justice in the reverse. Next card up we have got is what? Hierophant in the reverse. Sorry guys, I'm just going to pop this along. This is interesting. Then the card, the card under the deck is the Ace. Sorry, I'm good at the Ace of Wands, but I didn't pick up this one. Sorry, I left this one on the side. The Chariot card in the reverse with the Ace of Wands. I'm not being funny. The way how I see these cards already, and we got 5 major arcanas, and we got 2 court cards. Sorry guys, if you can see all of these lights, I'm wearing one of these sparkly bracelets, so they're not orbs or nothing, just to clarify. This is interesting because the way how I'm seeing this spread already is giving me some kind of intervention of some kind from the Star card that has just come through right in the middle of this sort of deception, this deceptive energy here. And something is being revealed about the Nine of Pentacles, or the Nine of Discs, being in the reverse. And with the Chariot card here, this is holding back something. And I do feel that the Chariot card and the Star card are like kind of working together in order to prevent further falseness from these 3 cards here. Well, these 2 cards in particular, because the High Priestess in the upright position would have been about deception, secrecy, all right, and it's attached to the Moon energy as well. But this feels as if the Star card is revealing something to this person, or this energy here, the Nine of Pentacles being in the reverse, something that they were unaware of. And there is something about this Ace of Wands that is going to trigger off some kind of new beginning quite quickly. Knight of Wands in the upright position with the Ace of Wands. This is coming in really, like, very, very quickly. It's some kind of reveal. Let me just expand on this reading, these cards, a little bit more. Now, again, as I said, guys, just take what resonates. But because we're dealing with 5 major arcanas, it feels to me as if the High Priestess, being in the reverse, this energy here from the Star card is almost pulling back the veil, pulling back the curtain. I'm getting that Wizard of Oz kind of vibe. To reveal something that has been hidden from this 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Discs. Alright? So the High Priestess in the reverse and the Chariot in the reverse are in alignment with the Star card. Okay? This being in the Star card energy is holding back the Hierophant and the Justice card. So to me, this feels like this is the so-called legal system, the false authority in the Hierophant, governments and all that shit, corrupt laws or whatever. They are in no position to keep on going for this 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Discs. They've been held back by a much more higher force. Let's just see what this is about. So tell me about the 9. I'm just stacking the deck here. Again, it's sort of like saying to stack and sort of shuffling. Tell me about the 9 of Discs, please. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. So this was a very slow, long, drawn out, dragged out type of energy that this 9 of Pentacles or Discs was dealing with. It's kind of like to slow them down. Now it makes sense why the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands showed up, because whatever was slowing down this 9 of Pentacles, that slowing down energy is being burned away. Tell me about the High Priestess being in the reverse. We've got the World card in the reverse. So there's something about being slowed down so that this card, the World card, wouldn't be upright for this person. It almost feels as if you've been, or, getting this feeling of like humanity or yourself being slowed down so that you will not be able to have this new beginning, this new cycle. But it's whatever was holding you back is being burned away, sort of thing. Tell me about the Star card, please. We've got the 7 of Swords in the upright position. It's almost as if showing deception here, falseness from this energy here. And I'm also getting a way of escaping very quickly. Whatever these 2 cards are doing. Tell me about the Justice card, please. We've got the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody was trying to keep you in poverty, or the 9 of Pentacles in poverty. Lack, codependence, not independence, codependence energy. So you'd always be relying on the system because you're afraid then to really try and step out. And if you were trying to escape, to trying to better yourself or to become more independent and not relying on the system, they were making sure it was going to be very difficult for you to move. I mean, this is like what we know already, isn't it? But the cards are just confirming this for us. Got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So to me, this feels as if you were, receiving brain fog. You were not able to, with this Hierophant being a major arcana, but it's in the reverse. If this was in the upright position, Queen of Swords with the 9 of Discs, you would have had clarity, you would have had focus, independence, and a way to cut out from this energy. But with all the mimicry that was going on, the deception, the false authority, it's kind of like mental abuse. This is also, a violation against one's consciousness and sovereignty. This is a direct violation. underneath the bottom of the deck, we have got the nine of Pentacles being in the reverse. So again, this is like, they don't want you to be free. They don't want you to be independent. And they sure as hell don't want you to be sovereign. You can't be sovereign around them. You must be in this energy of lack and codependence. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. A direct violation of one's sovereignty and one's consciousness and one's consent. Same thing as what, it's playing out. Cards just said, yep, this is exactly what's been going on. So let's have a look. So I don't know if there's going to be this kind of like reveal of this happening in May. Could be a couple of days before May, literally the last couple of days of May, 31st, or going into June, 1st of June. But there's something about, as I said, between now and the ending of May, something quite significant is going to happen. All right, let's close out this reading. And we have got the Ancient Stones as the Oracle deck for any other extra messages. So first card, I'm going to just choose from the top. We have got the Volcano. Relationships express, don't stagnate. This to me feels like this is going to be the Tower. And this is going to be a massive shift in awareness. This is going to allow no more stagnation. You'll be freely able to express yourself. And the relationships that you have with yourself and others will certainly change. This may feel like it's coming out of the blue unexpectedly, but it's also going to be, I'm hearing it as a violent eruption, a violent interruption, a violent rupture. Like it's going to shake you to the core so much. You're going to have to move. It's going to move you within. So that it's just dislodging you from, these constraints to break you free. And I also see with these two people on either side, don't know if you can see them, but it's either someone's going to go to the left and someone's going to go to the right. That choice. The next card that we've got, I'm going to pull from in between the deck, middle of the deck, we have got the Stone Goddess. We have got unwavering love and support, maternal line. So there is something about this beautiful sort of feminine energy that is coming through. Maybe this is what's being sort of violently shaken in a way so that this energy can come through. And even during the midst of all of this chaos that's unfolding, for those of you who really hold strong, true compassion and love within your hearts, you are always going to get that support from upstairs, higher power, because this is coming through, this is coming in. And also the support that you have, service to others, to help others with this, whatever this is going to be. As I said, it may not happen around, 31st, but this is quite significant. There's quite a few major arcanas in this reading already. Let's pull another card. We have got Wisdom Keepers, a new perspective, study and learning. So there could be something that could be discovered here, learned, looking at things from a different perspective, given the opportunity and the chance to look at something from a different angle so that, you would be up here, so that you get the clarity, you get the focus, you get the understanding now of how things have been and how things can be and how things will be. And I am getting a bit of those gifts coming through again. The next card that I've got, the next message that wants to come through, we have got is the Holy Mountain, Soul Calling, Sacred Journey, Pilgrimage. To me, this feels as if all of what we've gone through, and this is now taking you to that next level of coming out from the old situation that you've been in towards something really new and, sparkling for you. And for those of you who have been really getting pulled away from this old system, even though it would have been taking 10, 20 years, but you're not giving up, you're still going forward. This is all part of the, the experience that you've been in, the preparation for what is to come, but in a good way. We've got singing stones. Transmit your vibration. Use your voice. So for once, you'll be able to express yourself in a way, that freedom of choice. For some of you who may have felt really like, this censored energy, being suppressed, being unable to really speak your mind freely. You may have been experiencing a hell of a lot of censorship. As I said, suppression, being, not being able to sort of like share your story or, try to inform others of what's actually going on, or to give advice, or, even if it's a counseling opportunity. But if you've been feeling really like, a lot of red tape that you've had to go through, it almost feels as if with this vibration, this, the volcano energy is going to allow you to then be able to transmit your vibration more freely and use your voice. Now, before I turn the card underneath the bottom of the deck, there's something else about the vibration coming from your voice, the words that you speak, the commands that you are going to be speaking out. And I'm getting that it's really, really important to be mindful of the words that you speak, even between now and when this situation is going to occur. Because, again, as they say, your thoughts, what you say, especially how you speak, it starts to create the reality that you will be experiencing. And remember, we speak a language that we were born into, where, especially if you speak English or you speak a different language, all these earth-based languages have been coded and programmed in order to keep you bound to this network, to this matrix, to this system that you really don't give consent to. But because of all the tricks and everything that they've been doing and the empty threats, some of which, people, became afraid or heavily targeted where, you've heard of those, situations from others. You be given the opportunity to, to speak your voice. Be careful of what you say to yourself and to others, because what you project out from your own voice will create that reality for you. All right, the card underneath the bottom of the deck we have got is the egg stone, feminine power, embodiment, and fertility. So this is about growth. This is about being able to, create something, develop something. As I said, if you guys are looking to, use your voice for something, it could be motivational videos or creating your own YouTube channel, becoming a mindful content creator. You've got that opportunity, right? But don't feel that you can't do it now. Do it now. Keep on going. Keep on moving forward, because whatever this is going to be, these are no. I just want to get a couple of cards, please, extra for these two here. I'm calling them culprits. Tell me about the Justice card. 2 cards for the Justice card. King of Cups in the reverse. And we have got the Hermit card in the reverse. Yeah. False enlightenment, false authority, a lot of mimicry with the King of Cups in the reverse as well. Really bitter, nasty, conniving, emotionally manipulative energy here. I'm also getting this feeling of like this false guardian type energy with this Hermit card. So just be mindful, like again, be mindful when you're using, if you are going to be connecting with certain people's, spirit guides and stuff like that, just kind of use more discretion, discernment, all right? And a couple of cards for the Hierophant. We've got the Hanged Man in the upright position. Stagnation. 10 of Discs. So there's something about holding back, holding on, this 10 of Discs. almost as if holding it and dangling it in front of the 9 of discs, because this really is about being for the people, but they're holding on to it. This is causing a lot of stagnation. This is what they've been doing. It's keeping you from your abundance and your success. All right, so this is what I've got. Hopefully this is, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens, around May, June, who knows. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will be back with another reading. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to keep on shielding, protect, hydrate, and I'll see you guys next time.